welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show that sorts the facts from the fibs. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a TV star who can light up a room just by entering it. Yes, his teeth really are that bright. It's Rylan Clark-Neil. And a retail expert who, on her first day working for Harrods, knew she was going up in the world. She was the lift attendant. It's Mary Portas. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, she's a feminist and a vegan. So she wants to smash the glass ceiling, but doesn't quite have the strength. It's Sarah Pascoe. And a comedian who is also a fully qualified GP. He knows that laughter is the best medicine, although penicillin comes a close second. It's Paul Sinner. We begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Rylan is first up.
OK. I was once mugged by a fox.
Please, team.
Was it Edward Fox?
I didn't catch his name, please.
So, when was this?
This was... I was probably about 18.
18?
Yes, about 11 years ago. I'm only 29.
And what did he get? Your glassy mints?
No! I was on a night out with my friends and I'd split from my friends and my friend didn't live too far from where we had the night out.
Where, Rylan? Which part of the country?
It was in Essex. It was in Romford. So I decided to walk back to his and he lives in like a cul-de-sac, like a dead-end road.
Yeah, we know what a cul-de-sac is.
What you don't know is that in Romford they're quite posh.
Yeah.
It's an important detail.
It's a very important detail, a cul-de-sac.
That's French.
Yeah.
So it's only dead end, literally, not metaphorically. These people are going places.
It depends what side of Romford.
Right, yeah.
So I'm walking down his road, and as I'm walking down this road, there's a wall, and there was a fox on the wall, and I was a little bit...
On the wall?
On the wall, just perched
What's
on the
he
wall.
doing up there?
Just looking at me. And you know, I don't know if anyone else does this, but if there's like a fox or anything, I just sort of stamped my foot and went, you know, for it to run away. Instead, the fox slyly crawled down the wall and walked towards me.
Oh, my word.
Like, really slowly as well.
Right.
Which put me on edge. Now, I've got my phone in one hand and my wallet in the other. I was wearing an extremely skinny pair of trousers. I had no pockets, right? So, as I've gone, like, what the hell is going on with this fox? The fox jumped towards me. It leapt off of all of its legs.
Yeah.
And...
Whoa. How many legs?
4. All 4
Can
of
I
its
just check?
legs.
Is that add up?
Yeah.
OK, carry on.
Thank you. And in the ruckus, like the panic, I've gone, oh, and dropped my phone and wallet, and it grabbed my wallet in its mouth and ran away.
It ran away with the wallet?
It ran away with my wallet in its mouth.
When you rang your bank, were there any unauthorised uses of your credit card?
Well, it's funny because I did have to ring the bank the following day and I said my wallet's been stolen, I need to cancel my
direct
cards.
debit from a chicken coop.
And they said, oh, that's fine, we can cancel your cards, but if you could get a crime reference number, because you've said it's been stolen, we need to just log it on the system. I said, yeah, that's fine. So I had to ring the police and describe the assailant.
And how did you describe him?
Ginger and fluffy.
He didn't take the phone, did he?
No, I kept the phone.
Okay.
I was very lucky.
And did it come back? Did you?
No.
It never came back?
Never found it again, so there's some fox out there having a right old jolly up.
What do you think? Could it be true?
Did you not make any attempt to chase him, or...?
No, I was just in a panic, and I just wanted to get to the nearest point of safety.
I think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie.
On the one hand, I don't think he's telling the truth. On the other hand, I've never got one of these right in my entire life. So,
Wow.
No.
balancing...
You didn't tell us that before we booked you.
No.
For what it's worth, I've never got anything right on the chase.
Neither have I.
You surprised me. I don't think he's telling the truth, no.
I think he's lying.
OK, yeah, we'll say it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie. Rylan, mugged by a fox. Truth or lie?
It is, in fact, very true, and I'm embarrassed.
It's true. Rylan really has been mugged by a fox. Sarah, you're next.
OK. It says possession.
Now, first of all, read out the card, and then when you've done that, take the object and pop it on the desk.
I once bought a chest of drawers for my bedroom online. I realised I'd made a terrible mistake when this arrived.
David, Steve.
Is it a doll's house? What is it?
All the evidence
is
is
it?
there,
I
Mary. No, that's full size.
Yeah.
She's massive.
Sarah, on those things, when you buy online, they do have measurements. Did you not think to look at them?
I knew that with things like clothes and shoes. I didn't know some charlatans were making furniture this small.
So you think they were charlatans? They weren't just sincerely
They're
making
tricksters.
doll's house furniture. They were trying to pass off doll's house furniture as full-size furniture online.
That's what I think they're doing.
You weren't surprised by the comparatively inexpensive postage and packing?
No.
If out, put through letterbox.
Honestly, if you saw a picture of this just close,
It's massive.
How much was it, Sarah?
Yeah.
£35.
So did you just think you were getting like a full-on bargain?
Very
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah, but that's
That's right.
gone from a relative bargain to a lot to pay for that.
I was disappointed.
Do the drawers actually open and shut? Is it functional?
The thing is, Rob, in a way, it's just like a normal set of chest
It really
of
is,
drawers.
isn't it?
Like, you can put stuff in there, it's just not big enough for my trousers and my...
Sarah, so do you normally buy online your furniture?
I've got this habit at the moment, Mary. I like to buy things when I'm drunk, and then it's a surprise.
Why did you not send it back?
Yes. Did you because you can on these things, you can contact the seller, can't you? And
Yeah.
you can
Do you know,
rate them or complain.
Can I be truly honest with you?
Please do.
Honestly.
How are you going to do?
Again, I love this. And I was too embarrassed to say that I hadn't checked the measurements.
Where do you keep it now?
I keep it in my kitchen.
Why?
Well, I like to put money in there.
How much? How much money can you get in there?
£1 in there,
Yeah?
£2 in
Yeah?
there,
Yeah?
a rolled up fiver,
Yeah?
and then
Careful.
a 20 if
Yeah.
I've had to get a cab a long way. And it's good for spares, good for if you tip in someone who's delivered you something.
A pound, 2 or 5.
Yeah.
Depending.
What if you want to do 3? That would kill me, that.
You just add the one to
a pound
the
and a 2.
What do you think? Mary, what are you thinking?
It's a sweet story, Sarah, but I cannot believe you buy when you're drunk. So
about you?
I think it's a lie, Sarah.
Ryland?
I disagree a little bit with Mary because I am a drunk buyer. I do like it late at
but I
night going,
believe
oh,
that.
I love something like that. But not a chest of drawers.
So what are you going to say, David, as
I think it's
captain
a
of
lie.
your
You think
team?
it's a lie?
I think it's a lie.
And, well, we're going to say lie.
Got to be lie then. OK, Sarah.
Yep.
Truth or lie?
Okay, I'm very relieved to tell you that it is true.
Yes, it's true. Sarah did buy a tiny chest of drawers by mistake. Paul, you're next.
35 quid. Sorry, just 35 quid per one of them.
I would rather, when drunk, give up 35 quid for that than panic and give my wallet over to a drunk
Is it
fox.
just...
You weren't there, Paul! Every night, to cram in as much learning as possible, I read a book while simultaneously listening to a completely different audiobook.
David's team.
OK, what was the last book and audiobook simultaneously you read and listened to?
It was Trevor Montague's this is the book, Trevor Montague's A to Z of Everything, which is the absolute Bible of general knowledge. And it was the Guinness Book of Records audiobook, but not for this year, but they do for every year since 1956 when it was founded. And I have an obsession with 1984.
Why?
Why do you do two together? Why? And can you actually feed and retain the information?
Well, can you is the question I can't really answer, because general knowledge is basically about learning as many facts as possible and then hoping they come up. but I only really do this in the 2 to 3 weeks before any major general knowledge quiz.
Because you're a big quizzer.
I'm the 5th ranked quiz in the United Kingdom, which is...
All right, don't boast.
But then, of course, the other 4, they listen to one, read one, and they've got one on Braille as well.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can you give me 3 Guinness World Records from 1984, please?
I'll give you one that still stands. Robert Pershing-Wadlow's the tallest man of all time, 8 feet 11 3/4.
I knew
one
that.
that doesn't stand, that was stood in 84, is the previous year Calvin Smith broke the world record for the 100 metres, just before the World Athletics Championships, with 9.93
I didn't understand a word you
seconds.
just said.
Just trying to answer your question. And the third one is in 1984, Ronald Reagan beat Walter Mondale in the largest percentage of the vote, something like 73.6% of the vote.
Is that true?
When he beat Walter Mondale in the US presidential election.
Why are you asking us?
I don't know. I'm very flattered that you think I know about American elections in that much statistical detail.
Who was #1 in the charts November 1984?
Flex.
Well, that was actually May.
You're making it up.
So it was Chaka Khan, I Feel For You, with a harmonica by Stevie Wonder, a rap by Melly Mel, written by Prince. Chaka Khan, I Feel For You was #1 in November 1984.
This is not a general knowledge quiz.
With no evidence if that's true at all.
Which Rod Stewart song was a #1 in 1984?
Do you mean Baby Jane 1983?
Yes, I do.
I'll tell you what, I really feel even more stupid that I couldn't add 2 and 1.
Where do you do this, Paul?
Well, I only live in a 2-bed flat. There's not many choices.
So you do it at home, you don't
I do.
go...
Oh, yeah, I do it absolutely at home.
All right.
Can I just say, you said there was 2-bedroom, not many choices. I think you'll find there's not many options, there's only one choice.
I feel like when someone in the pub is trying to fight someone who's a bit bigger than they are. I want to hold you back from this.
What was the other book again?
Trevor Montague's A to Z of Everything, if one's allowed to advertise on a BBC TV show. It was...
Well, I think we should say other impenetrably boring books are
Right. David, what's
what
it
do you
going to
think,
be?
Mary?
Well, I believe him. I do. I just think it sounds very boring. And I don't think you are. So, therefore, I think it's the truth.
I think he's lying. I think he's coming at me with facts to confuse me. This is what they do.
I'm going to go lie.
You're going to say it's a lie.
Yeah.
Paul, were you lying or were you telling the truth?
It was a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Paul doesn't read one book while listening to another. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Paul. So, Ryland, what is Paul to you?
This is Paul. Paul's my plumber, and he came over to fix a leak, but ended up cutting my hair.
Right, so, Ryland's hairdressing handyman. Mary, how do you know Paul?
This is Paul, and every Christmas I sing carols to Paul's cows.
Mary's festive friend. And David, what is your relationship with Paul?
This is Paul, and while browsing in a bathroom showroom, he persuaded me to hop in a tub with him to test whether it would fit him and his wife.
Lee's team, where do you want to begin?
All right, we'll start with Ryland. When was this haircut?
This was Big Brother Power Trip 2014.
What did you say before that?
I measure years by Big Brothers.
Big brother.
How many brothers have you got?
No, I work on Big Brother, so I do it by the theme, and the reason Paul came round, I measure it by Big Brothers, 2014.
Was he giving you a haircut for Big Brother?
No, but he ended up giving me a haircut for Big Brother. So my brother-in-law knows Paul, because my brother-in-law's an electrician, and he said, Paul, do the plumbing, because my brother-in-law did the electric.
Is everyone playing tax? Just checking, because I know how these things can be.
You know what it's like.
Paul's giving me a right look.
Where was the leak?
It was basically my shower was dripping, and I'd called my hairdresser Hayley, and because who comes to my house to cut my hair and colour my hair, because
Right.
this isn't real, guys. Shock.
Yeah.
And I said, babe, can you come and do my hair? It's Big Brother starts tomorrow. It's the launch. I need my cut and colour done. And she said, babe, I'm in Tenerife. And I was like, are you joking? It's fine. I used to do hair when I was 16. I said, I'll just do my own colour because I've got everything indoors anyway. So I put my colour on, and then when I went to wash my hands, I realised that there weren't no water coming out of the tap. So I rang Paul and said, Paul, come over to fix my taps, and yeah.
And then what happened?
Well, then basically Paul came over and he fixed everything.
Yeah.
And I said, Paul, you wouldn't do me a favour, would you? I've obviously got everything at home. All I needed was like my sides and my back just shaved, and I've obviously got the razor. It's like number 4 setting or whatever.
Why have you got all the equipment at home?
Because I studied hair when I was
Yeah.
16.
Can I
so I've
say
got
one
everything at home.
rookie error?
With
You. What you've done is you're washing your hands. Everyone, even if they're doing
Gloves.
it, wears gloves.
Yeah,
So why have you got it
because
on
I
your
was-
hands?
Because I was colouring my own hair, so I had
so
to do the back.
the gloves
and I-
come in the packet.
Yeah, but it doesn't go all the way out there, darling.
Oh, so it was this
David,
part
when
of
you
your
do
arm.
yours, do you wear gloves or do you mind the dye going on?
I just get a team of people round. I think, you can't afford to take risks with your look.
Yeah.
So this was one day before you were due to film Big Brother?
It was on the Thursday and we launched on the Friday.
You let a plumber take a razor blade, shave the back of your head before you did national television.
Right, it was
Yeah.
very, very simple. It was
Oh, here's a detail then. So he fixed the water, and then you had a shower to get all of the stuff out of your hair. And
Yeah.
what did Paul do while you were in the shower?
I'd made Paul a coffee, and this is before, obviously, that I took my colour off, and I said, Paul, do you mind just sticking around 15 minutes just while I wash this colour off? I'll dry my hair and we just shave it.
This sounds a little bit like the start of Confessions of a Plumber. Oh, Paul, I just need to pop into the shower. Paul came in and there was some 70s jazz music.
And what sort of job did he do? Was you pleased with it?
Yeah, very pleased. Everyone said my hair looked nice.
How long did it
we
take?
did a good job. Like 5 minutes, not even
Well,
that.
it's about 25 minutes if he's a plumber with fag breaks and tea breaks. He didn't react, he's not a plumber.
I think he might have died.
OK, so, shall we move on to Mary?
Mary, yes.
Mary,
Just remind us,
Into
Mary, what
cows.
is it that you claim here with Paul?
I sing to Paul's cows at Christmas.
Oh, yes.
Right, what do you sing to them?
Away in a manger.
You sing Away in a Manger to them,
Yeah, and what's that one?
Well, you should know, you do it every year.
Cattle are lowing, the babe. That one, the baby
That is
away.
Away in a Manger.
Yeah.
That's away.
And,
Yeah, that one. I sing that
I
one.
suppose the big question has to be why.
Well, because apparently they really like it. I'm not a particularly good singer. I'm not a particularly good singer, but they like being sung to, and it's a kind of.
Well, why do they like being sung to?
They find it very moving.
Yeah, and
Is there a reason that he chooses you as opposed to somebody who admits they can sing well?
well, no, it's not just me. I'm part of the community who live near Paul, and we all get together to sing.
What's the actual purpose of this?
There's lots of things. You give thanks. It's Christmas, and probably that the cows are going to be in for the chop.
Well, I was about to say, if you really want to thank the cow in a way that would mean something to the creature, you've got to let him go.
That doesn't make any sense at all. What are you thanking them for, then?
Yeah.
The thing you're thanking them for, you then don't get. The key thing is what you're thanking them for is their forthcoming deliciousness. You've got to do it in advance, because afterwards they can't hear you.
He's a really caring farmer. I have to say this. He's a
Tell that to
little
the
bit of a
cows.
hippie. And I'm a bit of a hippie, and we connect, and we sort of think, this is a really lovely thing to do.
Not so much of a hippie that you don't mind killing the cows.
Hippies can kill cows.
You probably don't kill the cows yourself.
I
You
don't.
outsource it. That's the system.
I don't kill them.
Don't kill the cows yourself.
I sing to them.
That's very messy and upsetting. Send them to an abattoir. A lovely abattoir. A pampering abattoir. It's like a spa, but with knives.
Right, what about David?
So, David, remind us again.
While browsing in a bathroom showroom, Paul persuaded me to try out a bathtub with him to see if it would fit him and his wife.
Right.
Okay, so-
How did he approach you? What was the conversation?
Well, he approached me and said that he recognised me from the television.
Right.
on which I have appeared.
You had your I'm David Mitchell T-shirt on again, did you?
What were you shopping for that day?
A small basin or sink.
A small one?
A small one.
Don't want to treat yourself?
Like this. I should clarify. It was what I was looking for was to human scale.
David, what was going through your mind when a complete stranger walks up to you and says, I know you from the telly, will you get into the bathtub with me?
Well, it didn't happen like that. It didn't.
All right, then. It didn't happen like that, but tell us another version how it didn't happen.
Well, he initially said, I like your work on television. Really?
It's a lie.
I'm going to say it. He asked for a selfie. We took a selfie, so it was very nice. I was feeling my...
It was very nice.
My fragile... Yeah, it was nice. Look, it's not an accident we're in this business. On some level, we have an emptiness inside that we need to fill with the approval of strangers. And a little bit of the approval of a stranger was making me feel a bit better about myself. Thank you very much.
And David...
Albeit briefly. And then it turned out he had an ulterior motive.
David, I need you to act this up because we're all talking about this like it's sensible. But it's too intimate. Unless...
We were clothed.
I know. I want to know which way round. Did you sit opposite each other with your legs
No, we both sat at the same end.
So you were spooning you?
No, of course we sat at opposite ends.
Did you choose the tap end or the non-tap end?
The tap was in the middle.
So this is the thing. For an actual rational human being to think, I wonder if I'll fit in this massive bath with my wife, I'll ask this minor celebrity that I don't know. I meant to start...
Look, Elton John was in the shop and he'd said no.
Will you do it with Rylan for me?
OK, well...
So what am I...
Well, we've got to imagine we're getting in a... You're a very tall man.
I'm quite tall.
God almighty, I can see why you can't get phones and a wallet in those.
As a working hypothesis, let's say this rectangle is broadly the bath.
Yeah.
So...
Is there any blood going to your feet?
You're in the bath showroom.
So you sit at that end, the tap's here.
Is this what you did? You took control, David?
No, I didn't take control. And then, as you can see, our legs sort of tessellated. No, in between.
You know what this is making me think, David? I'm picturing, you just look at each other now, and I'm picturing a voiceover saying, there are many ways to keep a relationship fresh and alive. Why not try sharing a bath together? I think, well done. Right, now then, we need an answer. So, Lee's team, is Paul Ryland's hairdressing handyman, Mary's festive friend, or David's bath buddy?
What do you think?
The only story that made any kind of sense whatsoever was Ryland's.
Why?
Ryland's?
Yeah, Ryland's.
Oh.
I can believe that a man whose obsession is being legendarily well-groomed and stylish would panic and get his plumber to do his hair. I could just about believe that.
I've been looking at Paul while everyone's been talking, and he really did light up during David's story. Like, he was really enjoying it, like he was a fan of David.
Or it might be the first time he's heard it.
It's true. It's true as well.
What about the farming? What do you think about
So that's
Mary?
the one I think is true.
The farmer.
I think that some local people would go and sing for animals at a local farm just as a thing to do.
I do believe that you can sing to a cow. I believe slightly more that somebody would have their hair cut by a plumber. However, not him. I mean, who did your teeth? The Tyler? Go on then, we'll say Mary.
You're going to say it's Mary? OK. Paul, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Paul, and every Christmas Eve...
Yes, Paul is Mary's festive friend. Thank you very much, Paul. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, and we start with... It's Mary.
If I have learned one thing from my many years in business, it is this: never trust a man in a floral shirt.
Right. Lee.
What is it about men with floral shirts?
Well, they're trying to make a statement.
What is that statement?
The wrong one. Trying to say, look at me, listen to me, I'm powerful, I'm sexy.
With flowers?
I'm in touch with my feminine side.
Is it in business only?
Yes. Well, because I've worked in the fashion business a lot.
All right, is it your day off?
And...
You started it!
I wasn't talking about you, Lee. I would never do anything like that. I really wasn't
You said a
talking
man
about...
in floral...
In business.
In business.
You don't do business, do you?
I do business.
Pitch something to Mary and see how she reacts.
OK, yeah. All right, hello. After a toaster.
No, so invest in my company.
Will you invest in my company? I haven't sold many toasters recently. I think it's my attitude. Is your bread not hot enough? What do you want to say?
Yeah, just make it look like you'll get your money back, 20% on every pound you...
Do you want to buy my toaster? If you sell my toasters in your shop,
Yeah,
I'll let you...
A pyramid scheme, yeah,
What?
good. A pyramid scheme, that's good.
If you were to get loads of them, you could put them in the shape of a pyramid and we could... Maybe the Egyptians would buy them.
When you say, if I have learnt one thing in business, are you implying that you've only learnt one thing in business?
No. I've learned quite a few things.
OK, so
If you've learnt
I'd like
two
to
things in
think.
business, what's number two?
Never work with comedians.
Right. What do you think? Is she telling the truth, Lee?
Well, it could be true, I suppose. What do you think?
I don't think it's true, because I don't think Mary judges people like that.
I've got nothing against his shirt. He's a comedian.
Yes.
I get that. This is men in business.
I mean, show business.
So there is a difference. I'm
No, there
telling you.
isn't. There's no other business like show business. There's a song about that I heard once.
So, do you think Mary is telling the truth? Truth or lie?
So we're saying...
I think it's a lie.
Lie.
It's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie. Mary,
Better up,
truth or lie?
Oh, it is indeed a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Mary doesn't distrust men in floral shirts. Oh, and that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. And I can reveal that Lee's team has won by 3 points to 2. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.